No matter how ordinary a person may be, no matter how poor, when everyone unites, no criminal can escape after committing a crime. No matter how clever the criminal is, some evidence of the crime always remains in one way or another. Today's incident is one such true story. The date was 16 November 2025. Around 3 to 4 p.m., Yadnya was playing on the veranda outside her house, just like every other day. At that time, her mother, grandmother, and aunt were inside the house with her younger sister. After a few minutes, they noticed something strange. There was no sound of Yadnya playing outside. Suddenly, where did Yadnya vanish? What is the mystery, and whose conspiracy was it? To find out, we request you to watch the full video.
At first, it seemed she might be playing somewhere nearby, but when 35 to 40 minutes passed and Yadnya still did not return home, concern began to grow. At that time, Yadnya's father was away on a photography assignment. The search began everywhere, from nearby areas to the surrounding lanes and neighborhoods. Evening was setting in, and as darkness spread, hope began to fade. Moreover, it was a small village. There were no CCTV cameras and no proper lighting. Around 7:30 p.m., while searching, the villagers reached a mobile tower located about 300 meters from Yadnya's house. There, in the bushes beside the compound wall, they found Yadnya's lifeless body. There were multiple injury marks on her body, and her head had been crushed with a heavy stone. The same stone was lying next to her body. Who committed this brutal act against little Yadnya, and why?
Welcome to the Real Crime Show. I am Sujay, and today I will narrate the shocking incident that recently shook the city of Malegaon, Maharashtra. The 3.5-year-old Yadnya had no idea that such violent monsters roamed this world disguised as familiar people, monsters whose true faces are almost impossible to recognize. And that is why today the small village of Dongarale in Malegaon is burning with rage. With tears in their eyes and pain and anger in their hearts, people have taken to the streets with a single demand: justice. Justice they want at any cost for a 3.5-year-old child. Who is Yadnya, and what exactly happened to her?
This tragic incident involving a completely ordinary, lower-income family was treated as a minor case by our so-called respectable mainstream media.
How much TRP can a case involving a poor family really bring? That is why I request all of you, please share this video as widely as possible, because this incident has not only shamed humanity, but our silence today will give courage to more such criminals in the future. That is why today the farmers, laborers, and every hard-working person of Malegaon are pleading that their voices be heard. The criminal must be hanged.
The fate of an innocent life sent shivers down everyone's spine and filled hearts with pain. The fact that the body was found just 300 meters from the house clearly indicated that the murderer was someone from the nearby area and that the crime had been committed within the village itself. When the police began questioning family members, neighbors, and villagers, they learned that Yadnya usually played near her home with other children from the neighborhood. When the police questioned those children, a crucial lead emerged.
Children revealed that an uncle had taken Yadnya away by luring her with chocolates. Who was this uncle? When the police tried to identify him, they were told his name, Vijay Kairnar. Hearing this name, even the police officers and villagers present at the scene were shocked.
Vijay Kairnar, a 24-year-old, unmarried, daily-wage construction worker living just 200 meters from Yadnya's house. What was shocking was that Vijay Kairnar himself was also actively searching for Yadnya along with others. So was it all an act? That act did not last long because the police soon noticed the real reasons behind his behavior, jumping the compound wall near the mobile tower twice, displaying excessive anxiety, and pretending to help.
At around 8:30 p.m., the police arrested Vijay Kairnar and took him to the Male Taluka police station. During interrogation, he began narrating the story of his heinous crime. About a month earlier, he had an argument with Yadnya's father over some issue, and to take revenge for that anger, he chose this path. Tragically, to satisfy his vengeance, he chose the lowest and most disgusting method possible.
On 16 November 2025, between 3 and 4 p.m., while intoxicated, Vijay Kairnar saw Yadnya playing outside her house. At that moment, a sinister plan formed in his mind. He lured Yadnya by offering to buy her chocolates and took her along. But Vijay's intention was not only to murder Yadnya to take revenge on her father. He had already crossed a level of depravity and perversion beyond forgiveness, even in hell. To the innocent child, he was the familiar Vijay uncle whose finger she held as she walked away fearlessly. Tragically, the pain and suffering that child endured in her final moments are beyond words.
For people like Vijay Kairnar, words like violent animal, devil, monster, or demon seem far too small. Who could commit such a horrific act on an...
After committing the crime, Vijay attempted to cover it up. Taking advantage of the darkness, he dumped the body in a deserted area near his house and crushed her face with a heavy stone.
The storm raging in the hearts of Yadnya's parents can perhaps never be expressed in words. A home that was filled with laughter just moments ago became empty in an instant. Even today, Yadnya's room remains unchanged. Her toys still lie there, but the tiny hands that once touched them will never return. What pain could be greater for parents than this? The wound of losing a child forever can never be compensated.
Vijay Kairnar has been arrested under BNS Section 66 and 103. It is important to note that under Indian law, crimes against children, especially rape and murder, invoke provisions of the POCSO Act and relevant sections of the Indian Penal Code. According to the police, the accused gave a detailed and voluntary confession, and medical and forensic evidence, such as DNA matches, have conclusively supported the case against him. This means that the legal process is now moving forward with filing the charge sheet, consolidating evidence, and pursuing a fast-track trial as the next steps.
The villagers are protesting in anger because they fear that if they do not raise their voices for a poor man's daughter, then, like many other cases, Yadnya's family will be left waiting endlessly for justice. I thank all of you for watching this video, because this crime is not just a crime, it is the voice of truth demanding justice. So please comment and share this video to carry that voice far and wide so that we never lose another Yadnya in this society. Thank you.